As the partial government shutdown enters week 3 with no end in sight, we're getting a picture of how the fight in Washington could affect people across the rest of the country. If Congress and the White House can't come to a deal to fund a quarter of the government by February, millions of Americans who receive benefits from the country's food stamp program, SNAP, risk having their assistance cut off. The IRS has also been forced to send home 90% of its employees ahead of its busiest season. That could delay tax refunds. A recent piece in the Washington Post breaks down the potential consequences of the shutdown. Economic policy reporter Damian Paletta co-wrote that piece, and he joins me now from Washington. Damian, thanks so much for joining us. Break down for us what is at stake for families, first of all, if the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, does not get funding before next month. How many Americans could this affect?
Sure. So there's around 38 million Americans, many of them children and elderly people, who receive monthly benefits under SNAP, a couple $100s a month. And there's been studies that show this money really helps prevent people, from sliding even further into poverty. And so the issue is they only have funded the SNAP program through January. And since the Department of Agriculture is not funded under this current lapse in Congress, there is no more money for this program as of February. Now, they have some reserves that could maybe cover, 60% of the monthly balance, but they'd have to decide who would get that money, whether, everyone would have to take a cut or some people just wouldn't get anything. And they're scrambling right now to sort that out because they did not anticipate this shutdown to go on as long as it has.
Well, so if the shutdown continues, is the government planning to implement any measures to make sure that people are able to get food? I mean, what can be done?
Well, they've never faced a situation like this before. I mean, there simply is no money for the program. They have not funded the Department of Agriculture, and so I suppose they could, institute some sort of emergency, but that would require, Congress to become involved and appropriate the money. And right now, everything is bogged down over the debate about the wall. So they are scrambling right now to figure this out. They only have a few more weeks before, the impact would hit. And like I mentioned, we're talking 38 million Americans. Obviously, many of them low income and poor, and they've never been in a situation like this where it risked being cut off immediately.
Well, in your article, you say that not only will this disruption hurt families who depend on food stamps, but also grocery stores and other businesses. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely, yes. So for most people, this money these aren't food stamps like people would think of 50 years ago. Mm-hmm. For most people, these are like credit cards they get where money is automatically deposited each month. And many people go and immediately go shopping at the grocery store with the money they get because they need to refill their refrigerators or their pantries. And so businesses, will really get hit. I mean, we're talking $4 or $5 billion in February that would not be spent because that money would not be put on the cards. So there would be a lot of impact both at large grocery stores and smaller grocers around the country in every state.
Yeah, and I just keep going back to that figure that you quoted at the outset, the 38 million Americans. It is really hard to get your head around just how many Americans this will impact. But I also want to ask you about what's going on at the IRS. How will this impact the millions who will be filing their taxes in the coming months?
Right. So last year on January 29th was the first day that Americans could begin filing their taxes. And as we know, people that think they're going to get tax refunds, they tend to file first because they want that money back. Last February, about $140 billion in tax refunds was paid out by the IRS. Now, the IRS has, sent home 90% of its staff without pay indefinitely because they are also not funded under this government shutdown. We're expecting to hear from them early this week their plan for the tax filing season. That will include whether they're going to process tax refunds. Last year, they said they would not process any tax refunds during a shutdown, but they're under, incredible pressure to reverse that because of the potential backlash. So we might even hear whether they're going to have to move the April 15th filing deadline because they won't have enough personnel. So, a lot of that we'll find out in the coming days, but that's a tremendous amount of money that would be sucked out of the economy next month if Congress or, the IRS or the White House doesn't sort this out quickly.
Right, and on that point, so every year the government pays out billions in tax refunds. What will a delay in returns mean for the greater economy without that money in circulation?
Yeah, I mean, it's $140 billion in February. It's with a B, okay?
Right.
And that's a tremendous amount of money. That could single-handedly, push the country towards a recession. If that money is not put into the economy, a lot of people get their tax refunds and go immediately spend it on something, or they pay down their credit card. This money gets pumped back into the economy quickly, and we've never had a situation before where this just doesn't happen.
So, use the R word, though. I want to be very clear here. I mean, is that a realistic possibility that, in fact, not having that money in circulation could, in fact, drag down things economically so far that it could push the country into recession?
So the economists that I've talked to said they believe the first quarter of 2019, the first 3 months, will not be as strong as we saw in 2018. And if you add to that this idea that this money will not be put into circulation, this $140 billion, then you're pushing it really close to a possible recession scenario. Recession means that essentially that the government does not grow and it contracts. The economy contracts over the course of a period. So, as these things begin to snowball, so if people don't get their tax refunds, they stop buying things, then companies get hit and they don't reinvest or hire new workers. All those things can kind of collide into a big economic mess, and I think we're anticipating that will happen in February unless all these things get resolved quickly.
So I know you said that we're waiting to hear from the IRS here in the coming days, but has the government outlined any kind of plan for the upcoming tax season if the shutdown continues?
So last year they did. Last year, as part of their contingency plan that they published, they said that they would not issue any tax refunds during a government shutdown. They have not issued their plan for this year. And usually this is around the time of year when they say, because we're almost up against tax filing season, all the deadlines and when things will go into effect. And so, like I said, we're expecting that maybe Monday or Tuesday, and there's going to be a tremendous amount of interest and scrutiny and possibly even stock market reaction to whatever they say. Because, like I said, this is a lot of people, this is a lot of money, and this is a lot of money gets put into the economy immediately.
Really sobering to hear about the possible consequences if this shutdown continues. Damian Paletta, thanks so much for sharing your reporting and for being with us. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to get all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakudash, Barakatah, and Barakathum to you, Akim, that's pushing his word, truth, sincerity, all right? And also double honors to my elders, apostles, a great millstone, you know what I'm saying, they rule well, all right? That's pushing his word and truth and sincerity as well, okay? That taught me and the Akim and all the Akim all over the truth, man, through the spirit power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. This is a good day, man. And this is a good day. America's done, man. It's over with. You people here in America, man, still depending on this government, and these scriptures keep flying out the mouths of the prophets, man. Let y'all know, man, this place is done. Okay, y'all still depending on Pharaoh. Y'all still depending on this society too, man. And there's a reason why we keep bringing these scriptures out, man, and let y'all know this place is over with. All right, this government shutdown could affect food stamps, tax refund. So that comfortability is over with, man, for America, man. It's done. And this the time to come back to your power, man. All right, this the time to be what you church folks say, saved from this destruction that's gonna come. That's what I'm saying. All right, y'all is not saved, okay, as of yet. All right, when Yahweh Shema Shai returns, man. All right, but no further ado, man, I'm gonna go to the scriptures real quick. This is I'm gonna go to Isaiah. So basically, this is this part of Jacob's trouble too, because when all hell break loose, when the economy collapse, and then y'all gonna y'all ain't gonna have no food. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing to rely on, man. Okay, y'all's not relying on the Lord, man. And I wonder why this particular scriptures keep coming out, man. It's a spirit. That's Isaiah 30:1. It say, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. All right. So y'all take counsels of the society, but not of the Lord, man. Y'all don't take counsel what the prophets, the men of the Lord, got to say, man, every week. Okay. And doing our shows too, individually. Or do they show, or brothers do shows together, one or the other. And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. So you don't cover with the Lord's spirit, man. All right. Y'all is not covering yourselves with the Lord's spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because if the government shutdown be prolonged for a long time, what y'all gonna do when they cut SNAP, when they cut these food stamps? What is y'all gonna do, man? You know, crime is gonna go up. That's what's gonna happen, man. All right, y'all is not dependent on the Lord, man. Yahweh Shem Shai, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So whatever y'all gonna do in y'all power to stay alive, y'all gonna rob, steal, and kill, man. Okay. That walk to go down into Egypt, which is America, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. All right. You didn't ask the Lord to strengthen you. You didn't ask the Lord to protect you from famine. You didn't ask the Lord none of that. Y'all busy going around talking about, man, when my taxes ain't come, man, waiting for my refund to come. Y'all on some bullshit, woo. Y'all ain't strengthening yourselves, man, in the strength of the Lord, man. Y'all trusted the shadow of Egypt, man. Read this again, Isaiah 30:2. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. And it's going on right now, man. The strength of Pharaoh is being y'all shame, man. Because understand this. The government shutdown is going on, and then they cutting SNAP. They said probably gonna cut SNAP by next month. So Egypt is y'all shame, man. All right. And Pharaoh, which is modern day President Trump, he's y'all shame. Okay. He's y'all shame. He busy trying to build a wall. Okay. He don't give a damn about y'all starving, man. He said, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Let's look up the word confusion. The Hebrew word kalimah. Kalimah means disgrace, reproach, shame, confusion, dishonor, insult, ignominy, insult, reproach. Okay. Let the confusion. Okay. He said the shadow of Egypt, your disgrace, man. Okay. So basically, man, y'all trying to depend on this place, man, is going down. It's going down as we speak. And y'all don't see to realize that, man. I'm talking about our people, man. I ain't mentioning y'all other nations, because y'all other nations gonna get it anyway. All right. So y'all depending on the government, man, too much, man. Y'all depending on SNAP. Y'all is not depending on Yahweh Shem Shai, man, to save you out of this, man. Okay. Let's go to Jeremiah 30. And you know what? We're approaching it as well. And it's at hand. Jeremiah 30:7. One of my favorite scriptures. Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for the day is great, which is salvation for the elect, so that none is like it. None is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And who is Jacob, man? Goes back to the Hebrew word Yaiquab, man, which is Yaiquab, man. Okay. You know, Yasharallah. Okay. You know, Prince of the Power, man. All right. Israel. Okay. You so-called black slaves and Latins and Native Americans, man. Y'all in a time of trouble, man. Y'all steady depending on the government more and more, and it's shutting down more and more, man. You know, I'm gonna read this again. Jeremiah 30:7 say, alas, for the day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? You got this government shutdown. Okay, you got the food stamp cuts. All right, then they're gonna issue the chip, and basically this is geared towards the chip. All right. After that, then it's gonna be martial law. Then it's gonna be famine. Then it's gonna be race wars. Okay, it's gonna be all kind of manner of hell breaking loose, man. Y'all gonna be in that time of trouble, man. Okay, we come out to see the Jacob, man. You know, the brothers, you know, Doc, and we gonna feel it. Okay, and then you know, brothers coming in with hella videos right now, man. All right, we the only one pushing this truth, man. All right, but moving on. It said, "Alas, for that day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble." All right, because we in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, the day of Jacob's trouble is at hand. Okay, and you so called nigga women, man. Y'all gonna let's say, man, y'all gonna feel the wrath too. Okay, y'all gonna feel it. All right, because I went on my messenger and turned off messages still coming in. I don't know why, but I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna have to check that out. So Salakia for that. It said, "Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Okay, who's gonna be saved out of it? The elect. Okay, that's who's gonna be saved out of it, man. So we hope that we're the elect to be saved out of this hell that's gonna come upon this place, man. All right. Let's go to 2nd Ezra real quick. Real quick. Let's type it up. Ezra. The 2nd Ezra is 15 and 15. I'm gonna jump down to 15. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall fight and stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands." So it's gonna be race wars. It's gonna be famine. All right, it's gonna be uproars of the people, man. All right, it's gonna be people gonna be going house to house, man, pillaging people houses, man, looking for food when that time come, man. Okay. It says, verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, rebellion," because the government, you know what I'm saying, is going down, and then he's gonna be a lot of rebellions going on, man, and invading one another, and shall not regard their kings, princes, and the course of their actions stand in their power. So there's not gonna they're gonna disregard the government, the senates, the judges, the police. They're gonna go against the whole society, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like your back turned against the wall and you don't know where to turn to. They're gonna lash the fuck out, man. And it's coming here to America, man. Okay? I'm read this again. It say, "For there shall be sedition among men," which is rebellion, among and invading one another. So people gonna be going house to house, man. You know, invading one another, man. Neighbors gonna be killing off neighbors. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole lot of raping going on, man. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be looking for food. Imagine this government shutdown lasts for like 3 years, 4 years. All hell gonna break loose, man. All crime is gonna go up and shit, man. Police are gonna be able to handle situations, man. All right. It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes." All right. So you ain't gonna regard y'all is not gonna regard the senates and the government officials, man. Okay. Y'all is gonna rebel against them, man. Y'all gonna rebel against the police, all that, man. Okay. Y'all gonna go all out. Because you know why? Because it goes back to Isaiah 30:1, man. Y'all depending on Egypt, man. Okay. And then y'all making Egypt be y'all shame, man. Y'all y'all go to Egypt for help. And it's gonna come a time y'all ain't gonna get no help, man. That's when y'all gonna go through this, man. Okay? Shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. So y'all gonna take actions in your own hands, man, to get what y'all gotta get. Okay? Let's go to yeah, man, hell finna break loose, man. Let's go to Isaiah 65:13. Yeah, once again, Salakia for the messenger. I know I turned it off and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and look into that. This is Isaiah 65:13. It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." So basically, man, when all hell break loose, when that famine hit, we're gonna have food, man. You know why? Because we doing what Yahweh Shema Shai command us to do, man. We coming back to our truth, we coming back to our power. All right, we coming back to our senses, period, man. All right, our spiritual senses, man. All right. So it's gonna come a time, man. This prophecy is gonna come to pass, man. Okay. I'm read this again. It's Isaiah 65:13. It say, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, power. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." Who's the Lord's servants? The elect. Okay? Because the Lord gonna bless us with food, man. He gonna bless his men with food, man. All right? He gonna send manna from heaven, man. Okay? That's that spirit. Because you never know, man. You could be walking through. You be like the book of Eli. All right, you walking through the wilderness, man. All of a sudden, you see a plate of food right there, man. All right, or you never know, some animal might bring you some food, man. You might stumble across some, you know what I'm saying, some lamb meat or anything, man. All right, you might stumble across a beef hot dog or fries. Ain't no telling, man. I'm just saying, you know. But we're gonna eat, we're gonna rejoice in that day, man. All right. And while y'all out here starving and being thirsty and pillaging everyone's home and, you know what I'm saying, breaking the people's houses, we're going to be rejoicing, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is going to hide us from the wind too. All right. So we're going to be men hidden from the wind, and that wind is coming, man. That wind of destruction is coming, man. All right. So the Lord said he gonna take care of his men, man, that day, man. Okay. All right. He's going to support his men, man. All right. That's our spiritual government assistance right there, man. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai. That's our real government assistance, man. He going to assist us, man, in that day, man. All right. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Since y'all want to depend on Esau and his bullshit, we depended on Yahweh Shai's spiritual, man. Spiritual snap, man. We gonna get that real snap, man. All right. We gonna get Yahweh Shai's snap, man. He gonna support us with his spiritual assistance, man, through his angels, man. Okay. You know. I'm gonna get this last scripture and I'm gonna close out. This is Jeremiah 51:8. It says Babylon is suddenly falling. And you see it before your eyes, man. Babylon is falling, man. First thing that's falling is the financial system. The economics, man. It's falling. So basically what the Edomites said, they say they're trying to put the money back into the economy, man. All right. It said, and destroy how for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. So ain't no healing Babylon, man. Ain't no healing this place, man. Okay. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. It's not healed, man. You know, it said, forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. So all these different nations, they seeing this place going down. So they packing their bags and getting up out of here, man. Okay? They're going back to their own habitat, man. For her judgment reaches up to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All the rape, rob, murder, all the wickedness, all the bloodshed in this place, man. Okay? Of Israel or Israelites, man. You know? Judgment reaching up to heaven, man. Okay? So this place gotta go, man. This place is over with. This is the last straw, man. This is the last leg of this place, man. All right? Babylon is destroyed and it's dying off, man. It's circling the drain. All right? You know? Ain't no healing this place, man. Ain't no upholding this society. This place is through, man. All right? So, hey, man. Hope y'all was edified. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all praise and glory, honor to Yahweh, Bashim Abushai, Bashim Kakadash, Barakathum, to you, Akim out there, man, that's doing the work, man. And, you know, stay strong, stay diligent, man. We almost out of here. Shalom.